Hi, folks, and welcome back to this episode of Balloon Blast Video Show. He's Scott Tripp.
Hey, it's Sam Cremains.
And we've got a lot of great stuff for you coming up again this month. A lot of new stuff, a couple of product spotlights.
So much stuff.
I know, so much crazy stuff. We even get back with David Brenion on his storage system, the part 2 of the 2-part series. All right, so...
All right. Then we start off every episode with What's New.
Yes.
Used to be What's New every week. Now that we're monthly, we're monthly.
Oh, wow, I know.
The stories pile up. So
Yes.
Stop us if you've heard these already. Do you want to go first? Or do you want me to go first?
You go ahead and go first. I want to hear your story.
All right. Hey, you know my Thursday night restaurant that you filled in?
Mm-hmm.
Mexican restaurant?
Yes.
I was at a table, and this was a few weeks back. Perhaps it was before you were there. I should have warned you. There's a table in the party room, and they're regulars, and they're the fun crowd. Yeah. And the mom of the family was telling me the story about how she stabbed a blind guy in Mexico. And I was like, oh, do you know them?
I know them. That's the kids that the other guy was talking about. Yes.
And, at first, like, haha, yeah, you did. She's like, no, really. At a place called Senor Frogs in Cozumel, Mexico. Stabbed him with a fork. I told him I didn't want a balloon. He made me a balloon anyway. And, it's at first, ha 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 ha, and then slow realization as we went along.
Yes.
Did you hear this story?
I heard the same story.
Yeah, I guess this is the balloon Snopes. I'm thinking there's some truth to it.
There might be, yeah.
Anyway, apparently Mexican restaurant Thursday night is no man's land, huh?
Right.
Wild West out there. All right, well, come back to me. Let me have you watch this taste of our mouths.
Okay, well, I don't know if I'll be able to do that, but I had an interesting interaction with some people at one of my restaurants one night. Sometimes the parents will give the money to the little kid that's getting the balloon so he or she can give me the tip, okay? Because it makes them feel important, makes them feel bigger grown up. Well, this one parent didn't give his son the $1 or $2 or whatever it was to give me. So the kid yells out, "But I want to give the money to the poor." I'm dancing for dollars. And he says
it's funny because it's true.
Yeah. Do you have another story?
All right, let's see. Crime and poverty, what's next? Oh, fun balloon sculptures. People ask, what's the weirdest thing you've been asked for? And I forget. It goes in this year. By the time I'm done, I'm like, what was that? So I'm trying to remember now. One of my all-time favorites was a wrestler on a rocket ship. Mm-hmm. Okay, not too bad. I've got a lion turtle. Lion with the turtle shell.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right, that's pretty cool. But you were with me when we got this one at the library that I really liked. It was a monocle with a bacon mustache.
Yes, I remember the monocle with the bacon mustache.
When?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got a neat story about an interesting balloon sculpture. A kid wanted the Titanic.
Before or after?
Well, he ended up getting the after. So it was the iceberg hat, half-submerged Titanic, but the kid went on to describe to me the movie of the Titanic, where he's talking about Leonardo DiCaprio was an artist, and Kate Winslet was a rich lady, and she was there with some guy she was going to marry, but Leonardo wanted to draw her picture, so she let him draw her picture, but only wearing the necklace, and then he said, so she was naked. And her boobs were gross. Yeah, there's not much you can do in that point except sit down from laughing so hard.
So it unfolded slowly. You could see the downhill descent. You're like in a movie running, going, no! But it was too late.
And his dad just went.
It's like as soon as you heard it, and he was an artist, you're like, oh no.
Yeah.
No. Oh.
Yeah, so that's my 2 big stories for what's new this month.
I love hearing stories of working in the field. In fact, hey, do we have a new contest coming up?
We have a new contest coming up. What we want you guys to do is email us your best work stories. We're going to give out prizes. Ooh, I've got one of the prizes over here.
While he's getting that is at balloonblastvideoshow@gmail.com. Oh, you're
all
back.
right. This is our participation ribbon. This is an autographed Scott Tripp publicity photo. Yeah. You've got a box of these, right?
That's not autographed.
It will be.
I don't know if
they will be. If I have to forge the autograph.
Can I find another prize to give them? This drum set over here. Man,
Yeah,
nice.
no.
Yeah, okay then.
Okay. But anyway, email us your best work stories at balloonblastvideoshow@gmail.com. We're going to read those emails on a future episode, as long as they're PG-ish rated. If it steps into R-rated, we will probably edit.
We'll still enjoy them.
Yeah, we'll enjoy them like crazy. Send those in, but we will edit a little bit if they're that funny.
Right, and yeah, second place gets to be my new co-host on the Balloon Blast Video Show.
Awesome, and third place gets to join me as we branch out for Balloon Awesomeness Video Show.
Fourth place will be me staying at home.
Yeah.
Playing video games. Oh man, this went down.
It did.
Real fast.
Well, I tell you what, let's pick it back up. Let's hear a word from our sponsors over at balloonanimals.com. All right, well, folks, we're back. Thanks to our friends over there at balloon-animals.com.
All right.
Scott, we got a table full of balloons here.
Right. Well, this is my concession for what you did to me earlier.
Yes.
You stabbed me in the back in front of everybody. So I get to pull out some old balloons and geek out for a while.
He really likes the attention of that picture. Don't let him kid you.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, balloons! Hey,
balloons,
anyway.
yes.
Squirrel.
What do we have here?
All right, here we have a pack of new balloons. We're starting in the present time and going back into the past. This is a bag of your traditional assorted 350 balloons.
Cool. That is not traditional assorted 350 balloons. I mean, it says it is, but it's actually pink 260s. It's an error bag.
Right. I love these fun little things you get every now and then. You know when you get a bag of balloons and there's one odd color or something that slipped by?
Mm-hmm.
I was telling the story about 10 takes ago about a bag of white hearts that I got that had one little green geo in the middle.
Wow.
And they're like finding a four-leaf clover. Actually, it was a green geo, so
yeah,
it's much like finding a four-leaf clover.
It's like finding a little five-lobed heart.
Right.
With a hole in the middle.
But whenever you find, a different color or a different size, you have a bag of 260s and there's a 160. Like,
right.
Hey, fun. But anyway, those are the current bag designs. And some of you that have been doing balloons, how long has this been out? Not that long, a couple of years.
Yeah.
You may remember the bag before that. We're trying to remember which ones of these are the newest and oldest. Probably that one.
Probably this one.
All
this
right.
is from 06.
Okay. This is a square package, whereas that one's a little bit more rectangular.
Right, it's a longer package. The labeling's different.
You still have a large window here. You have a larger window here.
Yeah, you can see
the different
pretty much every balloon in there.
If you fold that pack in half, you can see all the different colors.
Right.
Pack before that, or perhaps after, will you guys certainly correct us after this. A little bit longer, it would hang on a. These are made to hang, in a balloon store.
Right.
You have much more visibility here. But these packs are all very close, just slight changes. Going back one from this, if you guys remember, I'll let you grab that one right there.
This one?
Is the really cool yellow-red pack. I like that one a lot.
But you can't see what's inside, yeah.
Which I believe is why they went to the large clear window.
Right.
I mean, I love the look of it, but it makes sense. But if you go back even one more bag, and this, what's that? Same bag.
Same bag.
If you go back one more, you have more visibility, but you have this really black bag.
Right.
And this is going back to the time, we'll let you play with the 321s here, where the bags were 144, where you had a gross versus 100, like you do now. And we were discussing these are all jewel tones. I think we just had assortments at that time.
Right.
So you have your emerald green, your, what do we have, ruby red, blue, sapphire blue, citrine yellow, mandarin orange, purple horseshoes, blue diamonds, and
green clovers, yellow moons. Yes.
But these are what we had when I started.
Oh, that's.
Did you start in that era?
I did not start in that era. I mean, I was able to get 144 bags or 250 bags, but they were a different label when I first started.
So these are 1998.
Oof.
And during that time, my balloon bag was open one of these, drop in a hand pump, maybe a Sharpie, and
this one's 96.
That's what I used. 96.
96.
Wow.
See, I didn't even start till 2003, so.
We have people that are just starting now, so
yes.
They may have not seen this bag, and I had not seen the bag before that until I started collecting and hoarding. I don't know which one of these came first. Let's say I'm guessing this one. Would you say?
I would.
Going by the labeling here, they both have UPCs. They're both in the pre-UPC stage.
Right.
Don't mind that loud thumping sound.
Right.
But this is the really cool.
Is this a date code?
It is.
00?
Wait, 09?
No, 00.
It would be before 2000.
Oh, that's 09. You're right. No, I don't know what this is. 1909. No.
Before the turn of the century.
Right.
Balloons had this really awesome package, which almost has that sports team logo. I like the way Balloons is written here. You had the clown that I know that you're fond of on there.
Yes, the clown.
But these are 9-inch rounds. We have the 260 assortment again.
Yep. And a big visible back. All the information is on the front on these. Yeah.
Even though you can't see from the front, the back window, that's a good solid package.
Okay.
Going back one more before that, the clown that you're very fond of right here was much bigger and much more prominent on the bag here. Those are your Pioneer Qualitex balloons. We have a gross of spray assortment, which are still offered now. And
a gross of the Walt Disney home video printed 12-inch rounds.
Right, for VCA Technicolor. I'm not sure. There must have been some release from a Walt Disney movie or something. They may have gone, I guess, to the video duplication company. I'm not sure. It's a packing slip, which I'm not letting you open. Sorry.
Oh, I'm not good. I'm just looking.
Package. But yeah, that's the oldest bag that I have. Before that, we had the boxes.
They came in boxes?
Why they came in boxes? Have you played with these?
I've not.
I got that one. That one's different.
I will grab this box.
Yeah, let's start there because that is your super agate balloons.
Wow.
So before that, we had boxes that stacked on shelves. Now remember talking to, I believe, Ralph Dewey about the old boxes, maybe John Holmes. How when they switched from boxes to bags, a lot of people are upset because, you know, boxes would stack on a shelf, and people are like, well, how are we going to put bags on a shelf? Back then, they probably didn't have as many balloons in their repertoire as we did, so storage may not have been an issue. All right, yeah, you can go ahead and open it from the top here.
Those are sticking together.
They do that. It flips over in this way.
Oh, I see.
And the little paper insert there.
When these balloons are sold out, remember this, you're reordering sooner because Qualitex balloons sell faster.
All right, and these really cool agate, those are large, 16-inch.
Those are, wow.
And the Where's Waldo here, carefully, is you have the clear versus the white.
Right.
I'm not exactly sure why. Those are super cool. So that's 16-inch round.
And they would put these on display in like the balloon shops with the pop-out clown standing up. And
so here's a box that well, it's empty, but you can fit it together. It all folds.
Okay.
Fragile yet not too delicate.
And they would sell individual balloons like this?
Apparently so. In fact, in a future episode, hopefully what will be more entertaining for you guys too, we have the toss-up balloons, which is a whole different type of packaging. So that is your display. They'd write your price. Well, I guess they were the cent sign is. So the clown's hand would have your price written on there, and people would buy. And there was a
loop here to display one of the balloons to show what was inside.
Blow one up, put it on there.
Yeah.
So pretty cool. You see that in a toy store. Those are 16-inch round balloons. Most of you guys are familiar with those. And let's each take a box of these then. I like these a lot. Your smaller balloons, your Prelude to B-bodies.
Oh, wow.
Here I've got 315s, you have 312s. You would think that they're pretty close in size.
They are.
You think an extra 3 inches.
Wow. Coming out of that half-inch of uninflated balloon.
Right. And is that one dip? No, it's not. All right. But once again, you're reordering sooner because Qualitex balloons sell faster. I like that. They should put that back in their package.
I agree.
But yeah, this comes from the time when you had your, I guess, 528s and your 312s and 315s. You twisted several of these together to make a balloon animal. Tons of fun. And one more thing here. In your Qualitex balloon box, these aren't balloons, squawkers. Yeah. I guess they're kind of like the... Go ahead. Who knows? You'll probably get polio doing that, seeing how old these are. But, yeah, predating the Alberto Nava squeaker and going old school cardboard tube here.
Did they attach into the mouth of the balloon or something?
You know, it's all speculation.
Noise?
I'm sure there may be people watching who remember this period of time, but yeah, I guess that would go in the neck of the balloon. You blow them up. Is it a one-way valve? Does it go both ways?
Yeah, it's one way.
So you blow it up, let the air out, and like a rocket balloon, everybody is annoyed except the person doing it. Like fingernails
awesome.
on a chalkboard.
That is grand.
I don't know why I like these so much, but I do. It looks like a box of fireworks, too.
It does, cool. It does. That's what I thought it was at first.
All right.
It's like illegal Qualitex fireworks.
Oh, that'll be a future episode. That'll be after credit. All right, I know I'm playing with old balloons a lot, and you guys, you want to see the good stuff. Now, we have a tutorial here on how to make a balloon dog by our friend Scott Neri.
Yes.
Scott Neri is not really a balloon person. He's not known for his balloon work.
Catches stuff.
Right, he's a juggler, backpack escape artist, pancake flipper. He wears many hats without actually wearing a hat. But he's showing us how to make a balloon animal with his own medium here, duct tape.
Awesome.
Do you need a... There we go. Do you need an intro or a lead in, or you just go right into it?
I'm ready.
Alright. I'm recording.
Ah, me too.
We've only got 29 minutes.
What's your favorite animal?
My favorite animal? That would be a dog.
A dog! Alright. Dog. So a dog has a nose, an eye, and an ear, another ear. Just one eye is, that's how my dog was after the accident. Then a leg. Oh man, wait, hold on. Long neck, so it can reach tree branches. Leg, another leg. Body, another leg. 3 legs are enough because of geometry. Some gills. We can do that now because of stem cell research. And then put some spots on it. Spots. And the tail. Oh, I should have done the tail first. It's okay. I'll tie it on. And long tail so it can hang from branches. Also. And I don't know if you have a dog at home, but the fur sticks to your clothes. Ruff, ruff, ruff. There's your dog.
That just happened. That's Scott Neri. You've been narried. Alright, let's do a real balloon tutorial now. We're going to do a laptop computer, much like the one that we are editing this program on right now. This is going to be your MacBook Pro. To do this, you need a gray 260, leaving exactly this amount uninflated, no more, no less. Now, starting from the knot end, make a bubble and a pinch twist. Following by making a bubble about the width of my hand. Just approximate my hand right here. Another pinch twist. That's going to be the front of your laptop. Going back not quite as far, about half a hand's width, make a bubble, make a pinch twist. Now that you have 2 sides of a rectangle, you can match those two to make a perfect rectangle. Let's say perfect-ish. Like so. Easier to say than do. So the front is a little bit wider, which is cool. If you're going to bevel it in, looks better than out, so why not? Or vice versa, because this versa is vice. I'm dumb. Okay, now that's the keyboard area. You're going up about the same size. Pinch twist. Over, roughly the same size. In fact, I'm going a little bit wider on purpose because I did that. That way it'll look like it was on purpose in the end. Cool. Give it that cartoony look where it narrows down, narrows out. Okay. Across, back down, like so. There's your power cord. No, just kidding, that's scrap. Pop that off. Save that. Okay, that's your laptop computer, as if it folded this way, open that way, but it really doesn't look like a computer. Looks like utter crap. Who said that? Alright, so you need a keyboard. So we use a white 160. I'm going to tie that knot into one of the corners here, the pinch twist. I'm going to leave that nozzle there. It's painful, but for you guys, I'll do it. Alright. I'm going to make 4 bubbles. And that's going to sort of weave in like this. I'll make sense of that in a second. I'm going to go up this way. Pop the balloon here. Tie it up. Perfect. Let's start from the other side again. You ever notice how the faster you try to go, the longer it takes? Yeah. Alright. So I went from this corner up to this corner. So now I'm going from here up one bubble to twist in. To that bubble. So we're doing sort of an X here. So 2 more bubbles. So we're going this bubble, skip 2, back into here. I know, clear as mud. Or just look at the picture. Cool. Alright. Another bubble here. Pop. Hoard and tie. Twist that knot into the other pinch twist where the screen and keyboard meets. There's your keyboard. If you want, you can actually Sharpie that up, put your QWERTY, ASDF, or LOL, whatever keys you want on there. There's your keyboard for your laptop. But wait, there's no screen! Unless you do this, and you could be on your own screen. Look, I'm on the Balloon Blast video show. No, we're going to put a screensaver on there. So we have, I believe, an 11-inch round, and that is black with white stars. That's the old school screensaver. Now, blowing that up in there isn't going to look good. And I want it to be square. So how do we get that square shape? When I first did this, I would take a bundle of 5, 6 business cards, old business cards, put them together and wrap them around. But if you don't have business cards, I have so many of these little plastic cards in my wallet. It's crazy. No cash in my wallet. They're all Kroger card. What's this? Walgreens card. All these shopper cards, worthless. Here's the use for them. Now stretch open your 11-inch round balloon. Slip the card inside, carefully, sharp edges, around. We're getting there, talking amongst yourselves. Alright. So now you can see where the stars are starting to stretch out and look all screensavery, a word? Screensavery. Awesome. There, it's your screensaver. We'll wedge that right in there. And yeah, this is a ridiculous balloon you're not going to make many of. It's just funny to me. I don't know. Laptop computer.
Well, that's a neat little tutorial, Scott. I'm probably going to use it because I do get requests every now and again for a laptop computer, and I'm not going to build a big crazy computer. That's nice and quick and easy. And I've got
I know you.
A ton of those cards.
Build a big,
yeah, I've been known to. But enough of that.
Enough of us.
Enough of us. Let's go look at David Brenion's storage system a little bit more for part 2 of the 2-part series here.
Hi, welcome to part 2 with the Brenions and Nifty Balloons. I'm here in their studio. This, for those of you who've got their videos and downloads, this is where they film it. It's their studio. They also rehearse here. There's lots of lights, cameras, action, and they have this great backdrop. And here is David's and Shayna's, what do you call it?
The bucket tunis.
Bucket tunis, which they go to gigs with. So now I'm going to take over the camera and film David, who's been filming this bit. Okay. Hi, David.
Hello.
Okay.
So this is the bucket tunis, which was custom made for me by Rob Balchunas. The metal framework I had made by a welder, and all of the fabric inlay was made by Rob. So I'll actually, before I even open up the bag, I'll take you on a tour of the frame. So I'm going to take, I've got this little wing nut on the top here, and this entire top portion slides right off. And so this is just the frame. So it's just a tripod, 2 big wheels in the front, 1 little wheel in the back. And this plate is where the bag actually sits on. And right below that is a spot where I can attach my Pee-wee pump. Now I will take the bag, put it back on. So I take it apart like this when I'm transporting it because it's just easier to put it in my car when it's in 2 pieces.
And it just sits there?
Yep. I put the wing nut back on just to make it secure. Like that, and I've got this big ring up here so that when I'm going from place to place I can just roll it around like that. I can also just push it by the ring to get around. So now we're going to open the bag. This is my favorite part.
Ooh.
So, obviously, the pockets are the star of the show here. Rob came up with this idea of having an open-up flap in front of a bag a couple years ago, and he made his own bag, and I just loved it so much, the fact that you could just open it up, and all of a sudden there was this big splash of color. We've got pockets all up here. I've got my rounds, 5-inch imprints, 6-inch hearts, Geo Blossoms, 321s, 11-inch rounds in assorted printed and non-printed varieties, Geo Donuts for motorcycle tires, agates, the damask print I was talking about earlier, and 11-inch blue star top print for Captain America shields. So that's all my shapes, and then up here we've got all the cylinders, 160s, 260s, 350s, 646, and this is the hose for my Pee-wee pump, which I just plug in down on the side here.
Excuse me.
And I also keep some straws over here. I keep my little cutter on the ring and I just attach that to my pocket. And then in the back are all my tools. So back here I've got 4 giant pockets for hairbands. I go through at least 20 or 30 at every party, so I use a lot of those. Markers, rose oil for making roses. I got feathers over here. I'll usually keep a hand pump in here as well, just in case my Pee-wee pump dies. These are little beads to use as raisins if I need to. I've got an empty pocket here for scraps, and this pocket is all finger lights. I use a lot of those, especially when I'm doing evening parties. Put some lights in a balloon. Looks pretty cool. And the thing I like best about the bag is when I'm all done and the party's over, I close everything up. All my balloons are gone. And that's it.
Thank you very much, David Brenion from Nifty Balloons.
Well, big thanks to Danny Schlesinger for filming that for us. Big thanks to David Brenion for letting us into his home to see just how he stores his balloons and his
Shayna
working
Brennan
rig.
for putting up with all of us.
And Shayna Brenion for putting up with David. And yes, no, they're wonderful people. David, Shayna, we love you guys. Let's talk a little bit more about David Brenion here.
Oh, what a segue. This guy's a pro.
I know.
All right.
We got
our sponsors, of course, are balloon-animals.com.
Right.
They sell a lot of fine products from a lot of fine people, and us.
And us, yes.
And we're spotlighting one of their products this month. Take it away.
All right, we got a DVD copy here because Scott does like DVDs. He buys every DVD that comes out, it seems.
Because it's not on VHS anymore.
Right, because it's not on
and
VHS and and the Laserdisc and the 16mm films. So anyway,
Funny 'cause it's true.
Nifty Balloons masks. You can get this on download at balloon-animals.com, digital download. I do believe it's in the $35 range. Well worth it if you do the jumbos like I'm doing.
Okay, keep
you
going.
can turn any one of these masks into a jumbo decor column.
It's 1 hour, 43 minutes.
1 hour and 43 minutes of awesome balloon instruction from an awesome balloon artist. Various different masks you can make. I'm personally, I love the skull.
The skull is good. You've seen the pirate a few years back at Twist and Shout. You know, one of these is worth.
Right.
Look at
And the concept behind it.
Right.
He not only teaches you the different shapes, but he teaches you the background concept, how to make your own designs. And we saw him take that a step further with the Elvis at Twist and Shout 2013.
Right. No, it's one of those concept modular pieces.
Right.
Not a book of recipes, but you know, he does a template first and then shows you about a dozen different really awesome balloons to build off of that,
Right.
and then sets you free. Some people, I won't say who, have the brilliant idea of taking the jumbos download, the mass download, putting those together, and destroying the world.
Well, I will tell you who came up with the idea. David Brenion came up with that idea himself. He does advocate that in his Jumbos video download, which has served me well so far. But yes, the masks, I can't say enough good about it. If you don't have it yet, you owe it to yourself to get it. We've also got a teaser. All right, and we're also teasing an upcoming product from our friend Todd Neufeld over at balloonacademy.com. This is his new DVD release, Inside, where he teaches you various ways and various things you can stick inside of a balloon. It's not fully on the market yet, so we don't know a full price point on it yet. Just keep an eye out for it. Todd himself online has been discussing this on the Facebook, and
I know
Scott
he's
picked
sold
up this
some
copy
hard
of Cadabra,
copies,
yeah.
and I believe there's a digital version coming out. I like this. It crosses between balloon people and magicians. Anyone who wants to put balloons inside, or
Right.
things inside of balloons. In fact, there's a Japanese grill we go to where the guy routinely puts cell phones inside balloons, which is funny. He cuts food up, cooks food, and then, cell phone, puts it inside a clear balloon.
Yeah.
So it's a good trick for anyone, even a bar trick. But what I like is I know how to put stuff inside 646 balloons. So I pop
Right.
this in, I'm like, okay, well, I might as well go through the motions and watch it. Nope, Todd breaks down everything. I love the details. He'll tell you stuff that you do that you don't realize that you do.
wow,
So,
okay.
very well spoken, very professional quality. So
look for this one coming from Todd Neufeld soon, balloonacademy.com, Inside on DVD. Well, folks, that brings us to the end of yet another episode of the Balloon Blast video show. Purple Pig finally decided to join us.
yeah.
Yeah, wow. What have you got there, Scott?
What? Oh, well, everyone knows that headbands are all the rage, minions are all the rage. So
And
this
zombies
is the,
are all the rage.
Right. So you're a zombie minion headband.
Zombie Minion headband. Ooh, I like it. Oh,
I can't do
okay.
it. Brains, tiny brains.
Okay. Well, before we go, I did promise on the Facebook groups that I would give some shout-outs. First and foremost, I've got right here Robbie Furman. We're doing a shout-out to the first ever World Hairband Day, September 3rd, 2013, with your Grand Marshal, Matt Russell. Your second annual World Hairband Day will be 2 days prior, on September 1st, 2013, with Robbie Furman. Robbie Furman's behind all this. That's what's wrong with him not being able to count. Yeah, and then Mike Floyd, there is no way I can say those things that you typed on the Hairbanders Facebook group without this being an outtake. So,
We have enough of those.
without further ado, let's give our real shout-outs to our friend Sean Hughes, friend Caleb Cook, all of the UK twisters. Are there a lot of twisters at the University of Kentucky? Who
okay.
knows? Okay. Anyway,
Yes, and?
Murray Page, Cynthia Black, Clayton James, Leland in St. Louis, Matt Falloon, of course. Don't forget all of our friends at Balloon Twister Central and Balloon.org that support us, buy our videos, watch the show, ask us for advice to make us feel important.
Make us feel like we're doing something when we
Yes.
waste hours at a time on Facebook.
Yes, yes, yes. All right. We also want to remind you guys that convention season is coming up.
Oh,
so
already?
I know. You should be preparing for these. You got the Balloon Workshop in Sacramento, California, October 10th through 13th of 2013.
Right. Followed by the Florida Super Jam in Orlando, January 8th through 11th of 2014.
And, of course, Twist and Shout in Rochester, New York,
Right, February 9th.
February 5th
through the
9th of 2014. Right now, they're starting to take registrations for pretty much all of those, so Get them on there. Make the most of a convention. It is the best thing you'll ever do for your balloon art and your career.
Pennies now.
Yes, absolutely. Well, guys, until next month, thank you guys for watching us here on the Balloon Blast Video Show. Thank you guys for supporting our videos over at balloon-animals.com.
Enter the contest!
And enter the contest.
What crazy things happened at your crazy restaurant while you're crazy twisting balloons?
Absolutely, to balloonblastvideoshow@gmail.com. For Purple Pig Productions, he's Scott Tripp.
Sam Cremains.
You guys have a great time.
You and I in a little toy shop, buy a bag of balloons with the money we've got. Set them free at the break of dawn, till one by one they were gone. Back at the base, sparks in the software, flash the message, someone's out there. Floating in the summer sky, 99 red balloons go by. 99 red balloons floating in the summer sky. Panic bells, it's red alert. There's something here from somewhere else. The war machine springs to life, opens up one eager ride. The focusing it on the sky. 99 red balloons go by.
So the cowboy says, "That's not a horse, that's Matt Falloon." Oh, are you recording? Well, hello everybody. Welcome to a very special Bath Time with Scott. On today's episode, we'll be making a balloon peace sign. Now, I know a lot of you already make a peace sign, and honestly, I've been making a peace sign balloon for years. But after making thousands and thousands of peace signs, I came up with a new way that's a little bit more efficient, quicker, looks better, and I won't claim to be the first to ever come up with this. I'm sure with the peace sign being such a universal traditional symbol that everyone has their own version of, someone probably has independently come up with the idea, beat me to it. In fact, I'm sure a lot of people have. To do this, we're starting with a 260. I'm using lime green here, blowing it up, leaving, about a hand's width. Doesn't really matter. You tie this into a big loop, and want to trim off the end, find my bathing scissors there. Perfect. Alright, so we have a big loop. Now the problem I've had in the past with a peace sign is I twist a bubble here, here, and here to make the attachment points, and it makes your circle turn into a melting, kind of oval, horrible shape. We won't be doing that this time around. Instead, using two 160s, we're going to make the inside. We're going to start with two bubbles, then you lock twist, and turn it to a split pinch twist. Now, take that and loop that around the joint of the 260 where it goes around to kind of mask that connection point. Around. If you thought I wasn't going to trim that knot, haha, you were sadly mistaken. Alright, now let's rotate that up. That's the bottom of the peace sign. And about right here, I want to split that, make two more bubbles, lock twist, split pinch twist, just like before, and turn that sideways, that's where the others are going to connect. Now that goes up here to where it'll connect to the top, twist it, you guessed it, two more bubbles, lock twisted, split pinch twisted. Now, we're going to wrap that around to measure, pop the rest, leaving enough room to tie, of course. Perfect. Loop that around, twist it in. So far, so good. Now, we'll use the next one. You'll never guess what we're going to do here. That's right. Once again, ad nauseum. Two bubbles, lock twisted, split pinch twisted. And throw one more nozzle on the pile. Whee! Okay. We're going to put that at about the, let's see, there's 3, 4, about the 4:30, 5 o'clock on the peace sign circle apart. Good. Alright, that's going to go up a few inches. Twist. And look. So far so good. In hindsight, I should have made this a little higher, but hey, hindsight. Okay. 2 more bubbles, which we will, once again, lock twist, split, pinch twist, measure so that it goes around, pop off the excess, with that really echoey bathtub sound, wrap that around. Alright. Now the benefit of doing it this way is that the 160s aren't twisted in, so they're adjustable. You move them down, move them up, and let me also give full credit, the Buster Balloon Wacky Racers Workshop, the last Twist and Shout, he used the idea of these loops around a main line so you don't have to break up the line. He credited, I believe it was Azzy Cohen, was it? No, it was Dave with the fairy wings, or butterfly wings that he did. The wrapping around allows you to have that unbroken line and still make attachment points. So there is our, unless the camera side that looks good. There is our really simple to do peace sign. Uses 3 balloons, but it's kind of adjustable, really quick, easy, efficient, lots of fun. Now, which one of you is going to watch my back?